In the Cotswolds, the heart of England, something remarkable is happening. One man with a passion for horses and what they can teach us has founded a centre to share his knowledge. And companies large and small are discovering that this unique approach can really bring out the natural leadership qualities of their people.
Met somebody who I felt was a real sort of co-creator of coaching programs, and somebody that I felt was quite skilled. I really enjoyed the way that he described the experience as well before I actually entered the arena, as it were. He described it as, you know, there's going to be two of us coaching you today. There's me as a human being, and the other guy's going to be a horse.
Think of a person in your life who needs a lot of support and encouragement to do what they can do. So she's trying to force me to bring her in. And change again. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Come on.
I heard the rest of the team that I work with had come away for 2 days on this session. And I was really disappointed at the time not to be able to make it. I'd seen the results of some of the things they'd been working on together as a group as a result of spending these 2 days together. And it was really powerful stuff. And I thought, God, that must have been a good couple of days to get those results.
We tend to work with historically very traditional corporate training organisations or consultants. Paul brings something very different to the organisation in terms of challenging your thinking, helping you to think differently, look at yourself differently, look at challenges differently, but actually more, I think, as importantly, giving you some practical ways to be able to move forward.
Working with a horse, of course, was fantastic because the horse doesn't lie to you. It just gives you straight and honest feedback, and if you are using, as I was, any strategy I possibly could to get the horse to do what I wanted it to do, it wouldn't play ball. And then Paul was very gently observing and prompting with the feedback, saying, okay, what is it you're trying to do? How is it that you're behaving at the moment? And really let me understand that the strategy that I was using was actually in entering a bit of a battle of wills almost, to get the horse to do what I wanted it to do.
Just asking people to look inside on its own really isn't helpful. If you put the medium of a horse and the relationship you have with that horse into the equation, people's minds get taken off looking at themselves and they start focusing on how they lead the horse. And whilst they're trying to lead the horse, you get a great deal of insight into how you naturally go about leading, how you naturally try and influence others, how you naturally go about looking at your own skill set.
What I discovered really about myself that day was that actually sometimes I'm unclear about what it is I want people to do. Suddenly there was this connection between myself and this fantastic animal, and he was doing everything I asked of him. 2 or 3 minutes of just sheer joy, great connection, followed by a real moment of peace when the horse just came to me and we just stood there sort of side by side.
We need people to be willing to go into some dark and scary places. So
it's a great metaphor for how we need to change, how we need to be very aware of how we're
bit of
behaving.
encouragement. Come on. Come on, Maddie. Come on. Come on. Well, she's taken the bribe. She's going to take the rest of it. See. Come on. Come on.
I feel as though I should do it all, and nobody's expecting me to do it all. Nobody's asking me to do it all.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I think
Paul's a very rare individual. He's managed to combine two passions and talents into a very sought-after commodity. His love for and skill with horses marries perfectly with his ability to enable people to step outside themselves and to get a completely new perspective on what will make them more effective and consequently more fulfilled.
So tell me about the issue that you have at the moment.
Well, I
Just wondering what the fear might be of really asking for what you want.
And in the security of the experience that we have through horsejoy, people gain the confidence to talk about their fears and to talk about their difficulties, and to build some greater insight into who they are and what they're like.
Do you want a little bit more excitement, a bit more energy? Well, keep it going, don't stop. Don't stop until you get your result. Insist, come on, keep going.
When you take it out of the situation, you stood here with a horse, it's easy to maybe sometimes see some of those issues. She's doing what I'm asking her to do, so she's not doing it because I'm making her do it.
Because you can't, can you?
No.
Most business people are by nature quite pushy, quite driven, quite purposeful, because they want to achieve something. And sometimes that drive almost prevents you achieving what you want to achieve, because it's almost too pushy and too controlling. Whereas sometimes if you just relax that little bit, understand that person across the table is very committed anyway and wants to work with you, then you will get more out of them. And just being at one with them as opposed to being their boss and being the person that pushes them actually will translate into better performance and better bottom line.
What Paul does at the Natural Leadership Centre is very closely aligned with what we do, matching this hunger that's in the corporate world to be perhaps more fulfilled as an organisation and more fulfilled as personal leaders.
Paul and his partners can structure coaching, team building and culture change programs to suit all your needs. We suggest you experience this for yourself as soon as you can. After all, why talk to a guru when you can whisper to a horse?